Yeah. This is the Brick City Antics podcast. Season 2 premiere, yo.
Yep.
How y'all feeling? Well, first of all, introductions. My name is Sam Bricks. If no one knows, Sam Bricks, Samuel Henry.
It's your boy D-Nell.
It's your boy Twizzy Raps.
It's your boy Jimmy Hustle, a.k.a. Justice for Breonna Taylor.
My man.
A.k.a. White People Trials if you want.
But, yeah, man, how y'all feeling?
Hot. That's how you start it off. Hot. You know
Blessed? Why you blessed?
Ooh.
Why you blessed this year?
Yeah, what's up with you? What happened? What changed? What's up?
We still here, man. Corona going around beating people up, and we're still around, man.
And the church say,
I mean, that's true. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Nina, how you feeling?
This year, it's up and down, man. Still gotta figure out the rest of the year.
Why is it up for you?
It's up and down, so it's no.
Yeah, but why is it up?
Why is it up?
Yeah.
I'm here right now.
You can't say what he said, so you gotta go with something.
Like I said, I'm saying what
It was new for you.
I'm saying right now. You know?
I'm saying what I want to say. Like, I understand that shit.
Yo,
like,
it's new for you, bro.
It's new for me, you know.
Like, yo, it's been like, what, a year?
It's been a year. It has been a year
It's been
since
like a year. So
Yeah.
it's been a whole year. What
Wow.
changed from
What
the
changed?
last episode to now? What changed for you?
My kids walking.
Okay.
Shout out to 2 minions.
Word.
All right.
ZZ.
Other than that, you know, can't complain, you know. Just still here. Just simple, you know. It's still here.
Okay.
Jimmy Hustle, what's good with you?
Man, listen. Since last year, you know what I'm saying, I took a few tests for
Whoa.
career jobs.
Okay, I don't understand. What
I
the
took
fuck
a
is
few
going
tests for
on?
career jobs, you know what I'm saying? I passed the firefighters exam.
Okay, give it up.
Firefight hustle coming to you.
I turned around, I passed the police exam.
Okay.
Right along with you.
All right.
man.
Okay, give it up.
You know what I'm saying? And I got me, a little shorty now. Yeah. Shout out
Relationship goals.
Shout out to Shorty.
No more hot summer.
You know what I'm saying? It was never hot summer.
He's like, do that,
My
is
summer was hot like 2 years ago. Like, that's it.
He's like, get you caught up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, chill. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I've been chilling.
Yeah.
Trying to stay out the way, trying to keep my nose clean, because that's what I'm supposed to do for right now.
Keep your nose clean.
Yeah,
supposed to be
stay
all
out
the
of
time.
trouble, so like nothing don't compromise what I got.
Because when you say
going on.
keep your nose clean, it can be for a lot of things these days. Like,
That's true. I don't play that. Cut it out. But yeah, I mean, I also just like started like process number 2, step 2 for maybe like correctionals also. So I don't know, like I got options now. Your boy got options. It's just waiting it out and letting it happen. But I don't know how I'm feeling about, police anymore. But I mean, we'll talk about that later.
we going for sure get into that.
I mean, what's up with you?
Shit.
Sam Bricks.
Regular shit, man. Like, I'm just, grinding.
This nigga said regular stuff. Everybody see your Facebook, nigga.
Yeah, what's
Talk about
up?
regular stuff. This boy in my Calvins. Like, you know what's going on. Like, talk to me, yeah. Talk to us.
Nah.
What's going on?
Just like a lot of stuff, like low key, fitness, a little bit of modeling.
Look how you just put it in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Writing, working on some films, a new book, all that. It's like light stuff,
slight work.
light stuff.
Okay, you got
But
it.
I've been just hustling, man. I think like what this pandemic is showing us is that you have nothing but time on your hands. And so, like, I see a lot of people, a lot of my constituents, they've really, like, buckled down and, like, started up businesses. People are on their grind, jobs, working on their health, all that kind of stuff. So it's, like, it's good to see. It's a bad thing that this virus happened and this pandemic really, like, struck us out of nowhere.
Right.
But a lot of us, it sat us down. It humbled us. So above all, people have, like, we really reevaluate things, reestablish ourselves, refine ourselves, and that's a good thing. So I've been on that same type of time right there. I see a lot of people doing a lot of dope stuff, a lot of people that I grew up with doing like great things, and it's not even no jealousy or no hate. Like, I love it because everybody's out here shining and they on their shit. Virus is a bad thing. Rest in peace to all of those that it took.
Rest in peace.
Wash your fucking hands
Yeah.
all the time. You should have been fucking washing your hands. I don't
Should have
even
been
know why.
doing that from the start, but some of y'all niggas
Whatever.
dirty, but we ain't gonna talk about
Exactly. but yeah, it has done a lot of bad, a lot of negative things. But in the long run though, we in a good space. Like a lot of us, those are still here. We in a good space, and it brought a lot of new energy around. So I think I've just kind of like accommodated myself with that. So that's a good thing right there.
I will add in that some of that energy ain't been good though. Like
So-
so like for certain people that was used to being in the outside world,
Mhm.
to now have to sit down and just be home with your thoughts, that's been hard for some people.
Yeah,
That's hard. It's real hard for some people.
but you know what I realized with that too? It's hard, but it's like it's necessary. Like
Some people
I don't
needed
think some people do need it, and it's a difficult battle. I don't think a lot of us really sit down and go to war with ourselves for the good of ourselves. Like sometimes you really have to like sit down and like really just be like, yo,
Like,
What?
but you gotta think about like certain people lifestyle have them on the move all the time. So this right here could have been a blessing in disguise for some people.
exactly what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
some
Sit
people-
down and like reflect
Reflect on your life and really
Yeah.
like tackle some internal stuff that you might be dealing with. Like
Mhm.
that's a good thing.
But it's like some people was using what's going on in the world as their distraction. So if you have to sit down and now face the demons you running from, that's something heavy.
But you were supposed to
Something
face them eventually.
Yeah, eventually, but I mean, what if you ain't strong enough to handle it? I mean, it's a couple people
Yeah,
that have checked out.
That is that's
not even from the
true.
virus, but just checked out because they, too much time to yourself.
That's true. I get that. That's.
And that's the main thing for all y'all listening. Make sure y'all don't have no debts coming into 2020 to all the free money that's being given away. Be safe.
That's coming in with the.
You said debts.
Make sure there's no debts coming into 2021.
Oh,
All this
2020.
free
Oh,
money
you said
begin in
2021.
2020.
Oh, okay. Depths
You
is
said all
like.
this free money.
Yeah, I was
You sound like
going
you're
up.
benefiting from all this free money.
Uh
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. Okay.
huh.
Anyway.
But like you said though, I like Twizzy said, like it you have to sit down and it forces you to reflect on things, but I see how it can be a bad thing.
Right.
But yo, sometimes we gotta do shit that we don't want to do.
That's
And
a
we have
fact.
to-
That's a fact. I agree with you. on that.
Like so, it is what it is though, and we'll keep on trucking. I don't know what's that song name.
What?
Keep on trucking. It's like an old classical.
Nigga, don't tell me.
Yeah.
You don't know that song? Like,
No, who's that? Who's about the Whispers or something?
I don't fucking know. But
Word.
yeah, we just gotta keep on pushing. Keep on trucking.
Wait, hold on. What's up with you, dog? How you doing?
Hey, did he already?
Nah, he
No?
don't really know.
Oh, what the fuck?
Look at this nigga. He just so
Like,
he
I
so
could have swore. I could have swore he said
I
something.
think you was the first one.
I could have swore he
He
said
started it
something.
off.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Shaq
he
said,
did.
why'd I repeat what he said?
So we asked him what's changed for him.
Yeah.
From last episode to
Where
now.
are you right now? Like,
Yo, that I don't know. I'm just
like you, yo, like,
Yo,
what
I
the?
did a lot of moving this morning, so
Oh shit!
I
Like,
got him.
but you know, he had ducking the slime, man. Skinny and moving, like
Sticking and moving, right? Sticking and
Sticking and
moving.
moving, like,
Sticking and moving.
like
Oh, all right.
skinny
My
niggas
bad.
not fit in the corners, like get in there, like
You gotta get it out, man.
that's all I'm doing right now,
You know what
like.
I'm saying? Okay.
But it's been like a year since we've been gone. A lot has happened
A whole lot.
since then. When was our last episode? Last year, August?
Rob,
August.
Yeah,
August.
August.
Yes, our last feature guest was I think Rob Hilton.
Rob Hill.
Yep.
So since and what we're like a month away from August.
Next
Word.
month.
So it's been literally a year, and a lot has transpired since. August felt like it was the beginning of 2020. Like right after we left, it shit started popping off slowly. Like
Yeah, I mean,
So,
it did.
this year came strong. Did y'all think that while you were drinking champagne and celebrating on January 1st, that this year was in the cut? Like, oh y'all got it fucked up. I'm about to hit y'all right now. Did y'all really think? Did y'all know that was gonna happen? Like,
Hell no,
Nah.
man.
Nah.
what was the
Nobody-
first major event that popped off?
Kobe passing.
Kobe.
Yes.
Whew, that shit
That
hit me.
fucking
I ain't even
Kobe.
lie.
Was
And
it Kobe?
I ain't even a big
Kobe Pop Smoke was first.
Kobe
Kobe was first.
I ain't
Okay.
even a big Kobe fan, but that shit took
That
my
was
heart.
rest in
I
peace,
ain't
Kobe
gonna lie.
and
Peace,
Gigi,
Kobe,
and all the
Georgia.
passengers on the planes. That was on that
Yeah,
plane
yeah,
as
all
well.
them people too. I forgot. But
That was hard.
Bro, that shit tug on the heartstrings a little bit. I'm
yo,
like, wow.
we was in the gym. We was in the gym
Yeah,
together.
we were in the gym, at that
together, and
time.
I'm like, Like what? Like this real?
Like it's so.
The first thing I said was hopefully. The first thing I said was thankfully he wasn't with none of his kids.
I said the same thing.
And then he was with.
And then he came in. He's with his daughter, and I'm like, wow.
How did that affect y'all like personally? Like really like personally?
I mean,
life is short. You can't take nothing for granted no more. You can't
I really said that too.
You can't just get up and like, yo, I'm gonna live to like 70. You could die without even knowing. That's the only thing that's actually guaranteed is death in life.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
So,
but I mean, for me, it's like, dang, it's Kobe. Like that's it's certain people throughout life that I'm not gonna say idolize, but that we give a lot of attention to, that we look up to or whatever. It's just like, yo, they gonna live on forever.
True.
Like forever. It don't matter. Like what happens with them, they could do no wrong, they could say no wrong, and they gonna live long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kobe Bryant was in that category of like somebody that I felt was just like forever.
Be 60 still just.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 60 and still like I still post you up and you know what I'm saying? But it blew that whole thing up for me because it's like everybody is touchable. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter who you is, you can get touched, and that's what happened.
Well, to begin, the year started off kind of crazy. First of all, we had those Australian wildfires. Had the wildfires that came out of nowhere. That was wasn't part of Africa on fire too?
Yeah, they had Africa, then they had the little locust problems all over Africa.
Yeah, but starting from the top, like we had the wildfires that happened like off the rip.
Let's be real. I'm about to bust heads with this one, right? Mm-hmm. But I feel like wildfires only start when something crazy happening, like with the president or something. Like whenever there's something crazy happening in the world, I don't know where wildfires start. But then again, let's be real, wildfires happen a lot over in that area. It's hot as ever, every day, all day. Mm-hmm. Everything get dried up, and then boom, just a little brush or something, and then it's a fire. But they always talking about a wildfire when something crazy is happening.
So you think a wildfire is just like some shit that's like,
yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
Natural distraction.
The powers that be like, hey yo, go start that real quick. Like, get the scapegoat, like get the heat off of us.
Alright, well, so we had the wildfires. We
Kobe.
Recreational marijuana became legal in Chicago. We had the Persian Gulf crisis, and Donald Trump killed Iranian. I don't know what's going on with me. General Qasem Soleimani. Mm-hmm. He just went along and just started killing niggas for like no reason at all. That's one thing that happened. He was out here just bugging as usual.
Being orange.
Then we had the Harvey Weinstein.
Oh yeah.
He was charged with 4 counts of rape and sexual battery.
Finally,
so yeah, they got him up out of here.
So him and Bill were cellmates. You know what I'm saying?
Bill up in I think PA. Harvey Weinstein in Rikers Island.
Oh, he was the killers in this.
Wow.
Boy, they like it.
No, but they separated. They always keep sex offenders or separated from the general.
Yeah, from general population.
Okay.
That's one thing prisoners hate: child molesters and sex offenders.
Right. So it's like he get his justice in there. So it's not...
Well, I hear he might be getting released soon.
He gets justice
out
Bill
Cosby. They're vying for release of Bill Cosby.
He's trying to because of the whole Corona thing. It's like just.
But this is something else. Something else. Yeah, he might be getting out soon.
It's not Corona related.
Oh, he might be home.
Yeah. So I don't know. Then Donald Trump got impeached.
He's still here. So
he got impeached. So that happened. That was the thing. It shouldn't really mean much, but whatever.
He's still sending the
still doing what he do.
And then on January 21st, the first case of the COVID-19 occurred in the U.S. The first confirmed case in the U.S. by the CDC. That popped off.
Yeah.
And
but we ain't pay that no mind.
That was like niggas was like,
he's sick. All right, just we straight.
We had the Oakland Raiders officially relocated to Las Vegas.
Yeah,
that happened. The helicopter crash with Kobe and his daughter.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that happened. COVID-19 kind of just ran through the rest of the January, just like that. It just ran through it. Mm-hmm. Then a travel ban, and that was January alone. February comes. Super Bowl.
Chiefs and 49ers.
Mm.
But you already knew the outcome of
You know,
that.
no, so I see we don't have to find fit for that.
It's whatever. Like,
Exactly.
They don't care. It
Don-
wasn't the Bears though, so it don't matter.
Donald Trump's impeachment has followed through. That was in February. Persian Gulf crisis. Pentagon confirms that more than 100 U.S. troops were diagnosed with traumatic brain injuries. I didn't even know about that.
I didn't know about that either.
But that's something nobody really pays attention to.
At all. They don't care.
The only one do is the veterans.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they don't even care about the
They don't
veterans.
care about the veterans
They don't
either.
care about the
No, that's what I'm
veterans.
saying. The only ones that really do care is just the veterans. The state, the country don't really care.
Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos pledges $10 billion to fight climate change using a new fund called the Bezos Earth Fund. Let's talk about this guy for a second. How rich is this dude?
I don't wanna.
Super rich.
I'm good.
He might be.
Okay.
He's close to being the. They said within 15 years he may be the first trillionaire.
He ain't even
When
gonna
I
be
type
here in Georgia.
in trillionaire on my phone, it says grammatical error. Like the word doesn't even like. It's not exactly. It's not even used enough to be like.
People don't even search that.
Exactly. So
Don't even
that's how rich he is. There's not a word to describe his richness. That's not how rich he is.
Like
Like
Amazon is so
Nah.
worldwide. It's like, and plus he made sure to invest in every
And then you gotta
single
look at it
thing.
like this.
Oh my
His
God.
What's
worth
going
is
on
up.
in the world today? Who do you think they ordering from?
Amazon. Everybody's only ordering from
Always
Amazon.
going
I
in.
done spent like $500 on Amazon for no reason.
Always,
Like,
I done spent like. I spent some money on Amazon.
oh my
That was the
God.
only thing that was
Amazon.
open. Amazon. Delivery
Amazon and
drive.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. When you really think about how rich he is, his wife, he
Well,
was
divorced him.
Became
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
richest woman.
and
Yeah,
she
but-
automatically got how much? How much?
Like a couple billion, like 2 billion, I think.
No,
And
it
she
was
donated
way
something
more
to
than
charity,
that.
right?
It was way more than that.
What, 2
I don't know
billion?
the number exact, but it
Wait,
was,
first of all, $2 billion is a lot of fucking money.
yeah, but it was more than that.
Yeah, but
She
I
got
think
way more than that.
I think he's
Bruh.
making more now than
She
when he was
got,
divorced.
she got enough to become the first richest woman in the U.S.
Yeah, but if
So
they was
really?
together,
Yes,
if they was together, it would have been way more than that. If they was together.
it don't matter now.
That's
She
crazy.
took enough money from him to become the first richest woman in the U.S.
Wow.
How old is she?
And,
She's still young?
and then it still ain't harm him because look at him now.
He
He right back up.
Still trucking. Still trucking.
That was a fly in his face.
My
man.
brother,
Go ahead,
I
take
think
that.
he like worth like $170 billion. That's
Wow. You
his
know how much
net
money
worth.
that is?
That's his net worth. $170 billion.
This whole garage filled up in money. Well,
Yeah. So anyway,
That's what it really is. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, alright, so Harvey Weinstein is found guilty of rape. This also happened in February. That was February 24th. He's found guilty of rape. A lot of other stuff that happened in February went on. March comes. Okay, Pisces Nation. What happened in March? Peter Booty. How you say his name? Peter Booty Gig. Booty.
yeah, I know the judge.
The guy that's running for
not about to have me for president.
So he suspends his presidential campaign. The presidential race has been a wild one too. That was just underneath the radar, low key, but that's been a wild one as well
Golden
too.
takes off.
Yes,
Listen.
he suspends his campaign. Tornado outbreak in Nashville, Tennessee, killing 26. Rest in peace to them. March 3rd, Super Tuesday. I don't even know what that is. That's the day for my birthday. I don't know what
That's
that is.
voting.
Oh yeah. See, look, damn shit. Oh.
Good job.
Yeah, like
We all know you don't vote.
stop it. Like stop it.
Stupid.
COVID-19, at least 130 cases of COVID-19 are reported in the U.S. with 10 deaths in Washington.
What's the name? March 13th. I know that for a fact. March 13th is the day that everything just stopped.
Okay,
Everything
let's
stopped
confirm
March
that.
13th.
COVID pandemic. President Trump declares national emergency in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, freeing up $50 billion in disaster relief funds.
I know that. I remember that because that was the day my boss came in, said, "Yo, y'all hold it down, be safe," and left.
Wow.
And left. So
March 13th, COVID-19 pandemic. President Trump declares emergency. The FDA grants emergency authorization. Blah blah blah. Bill Gates steps down from the board of Microsoft to focus on philanthropic activities.
something spooky going on with him.
Yeah,
Like,
you think so?
He just like ever since that little video dropped where he was talking about like a pandemic type disease.
Yeah,
and
that's
all
like
that,
that's
I was-
propaganda.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like
You think he on some funny business?
he doing something. Bill Gates is doing something. I don't know what it is
Alright,
yet, but he doing something.
alright, if you say
He doing
so.
something. I believe that.
Okay.
White people
Also,
sneaking.
March 13, Breonna Taylor, a 26-year-old emergency medical technician, is shot 8 times by Louisville police during a no-knock warrant as part of a narcotics investigation.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. How y'all feel about that situation? No-knock warrant.
I feel like that's something that you're supposed to always know. You're supposed to always say when you're entering somebody's house. You just don't bust through the door.
First off,
It
because
still don't matter. It's the first thing you're supposed to do is not.
I don't know about like the types and the levels of warrants, but a no-knock warrant sound crazy to me.
That mean you serious?
That mean like
Bro,
they
that
just,
sounds
they
like
just
a
busting in
murder
your
or
junk.
something.
Like,
Yeah.
they busting in your junk and coming to get you, and I don't think that was right. Then they was at the wrong house anyway, right?
So they're looking for her boyfriend, right?
No, they wasn't looking for her boyfriend. They was looking for somebody else that they captured earlier that day. Like,
Wrong house.
So they just went up in there and then what bugs me more? 8 times.
Oh no, she only
And
got hit 8 times.
they shot
There
like
was
22.
There was a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Why?
Cause I think with the no knock, like her boyfriend is a licensed gun carrier. So if you hear somebody like if you say who there and they don't respond,
He grabbed the burn.
yeah, he grabs his gun.
He let
He's
one rip.
legally
Oh, he shot first.
He
he
let
shot
one rip.
first.
And
They
they returned fire.
Damn.
And then I think he's in jail too for attempted
Nah,
murder.
he was released. I think he was released.
Yeah, they had to release him for that.
Yeah, he was released.
That was good.
Because
That-
All them killers is still walking free. That killers.
Yes, like they still haven't arrested him.
Reassignment.
Wasn't there a video
What the
where
fuck
like
is a
her killer
reassignment?
was in the supermarket or something like that?
Nah, that's Floyd.
That's
That's Chauvin. That was him.
That wasn't
No,
Derek
that's
Chauvin.
one of the
That was
other
the
officers.
blackish looking one. I forgot his name. The one with the Joe Buck
Yeah.
face. I forgot his name. Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's crazy. March 17th, 20 seasons, New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady announces he will not re-sign with the team.
Oh,
I
man.
care fuck about Tom Brady.
Okay.
The whole South should be happy on that side.
Tell us how you really feel, Danny.
Yeah, the Giants win the Super Bowl again.
Yo, what's good with him? What was his food,
Oh,
yo?
man.
Fucking crazy.
What, the Giants still win the Super Bowl?
Giants will never win another Super Bowl. You know this. You know this.
And the rest of March is
You
just
don't even
all...
like your quarterback to begin with.
Okay, we don't gotta like him, but he just win a Super Bowl rings. I ain't like Eli, but he got us too.
He sucks.
The rest of March is just all pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic. All that is March. Space Force launching. I guess that's cool. COVID-19 pandemic.
The rest of the year from there till now.
April COVID-19 pandemic.
What's the point of
Bernie
space?
Sanders in April suspended his campaign, leaving Joe Biden to thug it out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the second time for Bernie. It's like, bruh.
Sit
Yeah.
down.
Nah,
Bernie
sit
done.
down. You know what I'm saying? It's like I
What?
can see it for you. He was talking a lot of cash stuff though. Like
Let me ask y'all a question.
Reparations.
yeah, so he was talking good, but
It wasn't. Wait, do y'all think that he doesn't resonate with like the he's too what's the word?
Too heavy.
Antique. He can't resonate with the younger generation because I think that's what I heard was going around. Like he can't connect with the a lot of his supporters were younger folks, but he wasn't really connecting with them enough. I think that's something like that. I'm not into like the whole politics that much.
I don't
But y'all
think
think so? Because his age is like. I mean,
Because
they're
he's older,
all
but I mean-
50+ white men that just.
Yeah,
They too
I mean,
old.
all the niggas be old when they get in
I
there.
mean,
So
60 plus women.
So
Yeah, Donald Trump like 70, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's like 70.
70 in orange, but but I mean, I don't think that was a real issue. It's just like he wasn't talking.
you won't cut out for that club?
Yeah, man, it's alright. It sound good. That's what it really was. It sound good, but I don't think people trusted the fact that he could probably back up all of the stuff he was really talking about. So
Okay. In April, the Pentagon officially releases 3 short videos showing unidentified aerial phenomena (UFOs) that had previously
Yeah,
been
next
released by the
time-
New York Times.
If you really think about it, what's the point of the Space Force? They actually saying that they gotta protect the whole world from whatever that's on the outside.
Like the Avengers.
Yeah.
So it's
What? You saying
like
you create a
Yeah.
space force and
So you saying it's a bunch of dudes in tight suits flying around out there?
but most likely you never know. Yeah. If there's UFOs, there's other life forms out there that's probably traveling around the whole
Thanos
world.
probably applied.
Hey, you never know. Like,
So, what y'all think?
Yeah.
listen, it's called Space Force for a reason, right? It's called Space Force for a reason, right?
Check his temperature.
Oh man. Listen, it's called Space Force, and they track
But
UFOs.
There's a
Right.
Space Force, right?
There is a Space Force.
Yeah.
There is a Space Force.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know, you
but
like-
they ain't doing what you talking about.
How you know they don't know? How they really not though?
So you think there's 5
Shout
or 6
out.
Infinity Stones that need to be caught right now?
Not Infinity Stones, but things out there.
Unlimited Stones, maybe.
Yeah,
Right? They're not Infinity, but
hey
unlimited.
man, whatever y'all call it, in like 2-3 years, y'all gonna hear like a global alien warship coming in, like
Oh, that's coming in August, then. Like, considering the
Yeah,
year been
yeah.
going,
Hey,
like,
the year
it might be in
right.
August, like.
Yeah, it might,
My boy
you
said-
might just be right on that one.
My boy said all these aliens, UFOs being sighted because the president ain't paid a bill. You know,
What?
my boy said the only reason
Your
why
boy
UFOs here.
Your boy who? Your boy who?
Whose name out there?
Nah, ain't no name being called, but
Put his name out there.
He said the U.S. didn't pay their bill. Well, the world ain't pay their bill,
Yeah,
so
those are
So
type
who-
of
that's
conversations.
why UFOs came. Yeah,
That's how y'all normally talk.
yeah, that's how we normally talk. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
you know-
who are they paying these bills to?
Yeah.
for protection
To
To
who?
To who?
to the aliens.
To the alien. Hey, damn.
Yo.
He's
saying- he's saying-
you do, right? So we need you to do. You need you to put all that on the hanger,
Hang
put
it
it in
up.
the closet and hang it up. All
And the
right?
funny thing about it, he's so serious.
He's
I'm
dead
dead
serious. I
serious
know.
too. Like,
I know.
if there's a,
Hey, yo, they drug test you, right?
they probably do. They ain't
No.
gonna-
Your job, do they drug test you?
No.
No.
That's what they get.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, that's
Hey, man.
funny as fuck.
That's crazy.
So we gotta be on the lookout for that then, basically.
Yeah, look out for aliens.
Be aware of the
Oh
aliens.
man, yeah,
That's coming. They
That's coming, right?
They coming.
They coming. They coming. Because we ain't pay our bill.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. April
Can
20.
I got a question though. Like, who pays the bill for us?
The president.
So,
It passes down. Like there's
The
a
president of-
there's a
so the president gives the money or
yeah,
whatever
like,
to the aliens.
Like each country create a bank account. You
You
know.
serious?
Not just making this on the fly right now. But
Oh, all right. Well, then stop. Cause like, yo, I really had to
No,
take
Rocky,
a.
I want to hit it back. I want to hit it back kind of part. Like, I don't work. Like, is this like in Game of Thrones, the world?
I never watched Game of Thrones. This is like, how should I put this? It's like, well,
Well,
like they say,
one coming together, like-
they're among us around, and there's a specific person that we just pay our debts to.
The
You know?
Illuminati?
Huh?
The Illuminati?
Nah, not Illuminati. That's different.
You
That's
said, but there's a
that's
specific person we pay our
Yeah,
debts to.
specific person. I don't know
So
who
we
it is.
pay the debts to this person.
Yeah.
This person take it to the aliens.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Danny, take your headphones off.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
That's it for me now, y'all. Yeah.
Alright.
Clock out for me.
So April 30, armed protesters enter Michigan State's Capitol to demand an end to the coronavirus lockdown. I don't understand what was the point of that. That just made no sense. More coronavirus shit made. Coronavirus. God damn.
I
like-
told this from
Yo.
from March till now. It's just been deaths, coronavirus, and that's it. And unemployment. That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's
they extended that
Nah, we
another
don't have
20
that.
weeks. For those out there collecting unemployment, I applaud y'all, man. Y'all getting
More money?
Yeah, they
What?
New Jersey
You are?
extended
Need water?
unemployment for another 20 weeks. So that's to like November.
you're not collecting now.
Nah, I ain't collecting.
Why not? She's been that way.
Because I'm
right
an
there.
essential worker, man. I'm out here on the
You
front
collect the
line,
shot?
baby.
You collected?
I wish
No?
I would.
I wish I was too. So
you gotta wash your hands
You-
or
you-
wear a mask.
You collected?
Collect the what?
This nigga.
I was listening. I was listening.
So you talk about unemployment?
Oh no, I'm not collecting.
You not?
Oh man.
All right. Just
Okay.
make sure. Just touch your bases. We just asked.
I was just asking.
No, I'm saying we just asking everybody.
I wasn't really.
Yeah, I know. I see. It's the aliens. You talking to them? I know.
Okay, so May 25th. Derek Chauvin is videotaped kneeling on the neck of George Floyd. 46 until he dies.
Rest in peace, George Floyd.
This set precedent for so much. around the socialist movement, Black Lives Matter movement in the world. Like his death has sparked so much and changed so much. It sparked so much they changed the name on pancakes.
You know what? Somebody said to me that, one person live is valuable more than 1 billion lives that have been lost. And it kind of, when you really think about it, it takes this one person's life to change the whole world around.
We had enough.
Do you think so? Or has it been a cumulative thing? And he was
It's been a cumulative thing. But
It's
like,
been- it's
we
like
had
this
enough,
bottle,
like,
it's been
that
filling
shit
up
probably
all
was like
over.
the
Yeah,
last.
Because we lost, and I think within the span of like 2 months, 2-3 months, we had Breonna Taylor, we had George Floyd, we had that kid that was on live. Where was he at? The kid that was on live and they killed him.
Chicago, he's like, it's gonna be a dead.
That was Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
And I think there's another one as well too.
Ahmaud
Arbery.
Jordan.
Yes. So
the
was that because I do think that everyone is home. It's a lot of pent up aggression with this virus as well too. On top of that, and those 4 or 5 in the matter of like 2 months.
I don't think it was just the 4 or 5. It's just been like this been a thing since Trayvon Martin.
Mm.
Since
Actually, before
2012.
that.
Even before that. Well, we know that, but I'm just saying, like our cup been runneth over since Trayvon Martin, and it's just like it just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going, and then it's just like people have finally reached the point where it's like I'm done trying to peacefully do this. I'm done trying to do all the right things. We're gonna respond the way we want to on this.
So we went from Martin to Malcolm.
We should have been Malcolm first.
You think so?
Should have been Malcolm first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I get it, but also we actually seeing what's happening outside. There is some changes that's being made, but what happened? What about the people that are sitting up top on the inside? They just sitting chilling, like, okay, when all this blow over, right back to normal. So I feel like all the changes that we seeing is going on the outside, but what's going on the inside, behind the closed doors, with the people that we supposed to really be trying to get influence?
I got a question about that too.
Go ahead.
Like, do y'all feel like you see how like all these white people are all these big major corporations starting to change things now? Do you think they truly doing that because they want to help with the change, or do you think they just jumping on a wave with that?
Jumping on a wave. Because
It's like, how can you spot out who's really about the change and who's just jumping on the wave?
Well, how do y'all feel about, to coincide with that? Because they're changing a lot of like random stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're like the fucking Aunt Jemima pancakes there. Who really gives a fuck about that? Like who cares about that shit?
Honestly, I don't know.
It's a lot of
Like,
smoke and mirrors. A lot of form of activism.
I don't think nobody paid Angela like that thing.
It's just bullshit.
Nobody paid that no mind for a long time. That, like the black woman been on the syrup. I don't think like
Nobody gives a fuck about
Yeah,
that.
nobody
We don't care
cared
about
about
that.
that.
Get
the syrup is
Breonna
good.
Taylor's,
That's
get Breonna Taylor's killers.
right.
Put fucking Derek Chauvin and these other guys
And-
on actual trial. You know what I'm saying?
In jail, like forget all the in
Yeah, I
jail,
think-
under the jail,
I
feed them
think-
to the dogs.
2 or 3 of them out.
Yeah,
Of the cops that was in George Floyd case, I think like 2 or 3 of them out.
I think Chauvin has enough money to make
He's the
bail.
only one who's
he's
still in.
still in.
Yeah, but
Everybody,
I
else,
think he has enough money to make bail though.
everybody else out on bail.
He has enough money to make bail. I heard. They GoFundMe for his I think it's
That was $750,000, right?
and his bill was set like $1 million.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
set was $1 million.
He can fuck around and
But
cut.
no.
No, he said his
it-
pension
it's-
is paying for it.
It's $1 million. His bail is $1 million, and I think it's cash though.
Right. It's just
Wow.
these police done. They wildin'. They wildin'. This is why I said earlier that I don't really know how I feel about like wanting to be a cop anymore. Like before all of this, or maybe like the younger days when when they ask you what you want to be, I'm gonna be
Cops
a
and
firefighter, a
robbers.
cop, or you know what I'm saying. And like I always kept that idea of being a cop, policing the city I'm from, helping the city I'm from. But I don't like
You just hit on a good topic. Like that's the thing that they need to do. They
hire
need
more people
from the communities and put them back in the communities. That could stop a lot of violence.
You think so?
Would.
I think it would.
But
I think
then
it would.
Probably
then
would,
it
but I don't know.
probably.
I just like that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like one person can't change that. Like the
It gotta
niggas
be
that be like
multiple.
the
It
cops
gotta
that be
be
like
multiple.
the officers that be like, well, I did this. I joined the police so that I could change the way that things is going, and
It gotta be more.
ain't nothing
more
changing.
people to
bro.
think like
Ain't
that.
nothing changing.
It can't just be a one-minded thing. It gotta be.
Right.
I can't just go there and say, "All right, I'm gonna be the change. I'm gonna need you, and you
Right.
to come
So
with me,
if-
and we all make a change together."
But if we say, for instance, you the good cop and we the 3 bad cops, you see us do something wrong, you ain't gonna speak up on it because it's just you. How can you be like you telling people
I
I
can
want to
still
be
speak
the
up
change?
on it.
Yeah, and then we gonna jump you. That's how they sound. That's what I'm saying.
That's
how
what
it
it-
goes.
that's
That's
how it
how it
what it
goes.
really is, though.
Like
That's
these,
what it really
they,
is.
like everybody that's
That's
like, oh,
how
I want to be the
that's up on
change. I want to be the reason why police get a good name and all.
There are cops that are actually walking out and leaving because they don't want. They can't commit any more
That's a
racist
hard
acts.
task to do.
Well, you were a cop before.
You
so-
were a cop.
That-
So how
that's
you
hard.
feel about that?
What, to be the change? We all had the same mindset to be change, you know? We all had,
Oh,
we
y'all all
gonna change. Yeah, majority of us had the same mindset.
Right.
Majority of us had the same mindset to be changed. You
Give us
know?
like a percentage.
This is our community. I ain't giving a percentage. So,
It's like 10.5 basically.
yeah, because
It's not a handful
because
That's
that
the percentage right there.
some was there for
Three
money.
niggas.
Yeah, because some was there for money, some was there because they want to do the right thing. But when you really think about it, everybody's right thing is different. Like you said, like you go around the community, get to know somebody, but after a while, you like, I'm doing the same shit every day, and people still yelling, cursing at me, talking to me like I ain't shit. So it's like,
When you talk about
but-
like the people out in the
yeah,
community,
out and about.
But-
But that's my job. I'm still doing my job. Though.
But
So
that's,
why you think they doing
that's
that?
because no one fucks with the police. To be
Yeah,
honest.
but
look at the
exactly.
police
So-
doing to people. Why you think? Why would if I like with all that's going on right now? I don't want to be around a cop. I don't want to talk to a cop. When I see cops behind me when I'm driving, I move out the way or I turn down. I don't want nothing to do with police.
That's way understandable. I sometimes I feel that way, but at the end of the day, you can't really tell a good cop from a bad cop. You're not gonna be like, oh, that's a good cop right there, or a bad cop, because
You know who can tell?
no.
The police, like the other cops that work with that cop.
Yeah, you could tell, but
But they don't
it's
do
like
nothing.
you can see a cop that saved 20 people's lives, and they'll be like, oh, he doing his job. Congratulations. Okay. But then you go out and see one guy that did one mistake. Yeah, send him to prison, man. He deserved that shit. It's like bad always gonna trump the good no
The
matter
thing
what.
is, you
So
can
that's-
tell a
it's like a-
mistake from actual intentions. Like you can tell, like when it's an act, you can see it in that person. You can see the remorse, the sorrow, all.
Yeah.
You can see that in a cop that made a mistake, that genuinely made a mistake, versus the person who just is like,
I don't give a fuck.
right, like yo, it was him or me. I had to do what I had to do. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
but,
You
but
can see
that is
that.
a matter. Okay, what about if y'all was put in that position, me or him? What y'all gonna say?
Well, I would handle it more discreetly. And no, really, I think there's always a way to handle the situation when
How
it
you
was
gonna
like
handle
you
it
were.
discreetly?
Yeah, you
No, I mean,
or
like-
me. It's no.
Hey, you mean like somebody put a gun
All
on
right,
me?
so what's the situation? How about that? Paint
No,
the
just
situation.
whatever situation. Just me and you. Somebody come up to you, yo, let me talk to you. Whatever situation that you feel threatened for yourself.
If they want to talk to me, I don't feel threatened.
Right. Why would I feel threatened if you come to talk to me?
No, I'm saying whatever situation that you feel threatened. Not
Okay,
saying,
so paint a threatening situation.
I don't know. My threat situation is different from all y'all threats.
Okay, what's yours?
Okay, what was your threatening situation then? What would yours be?
My threat situation is this.
3 feet licking his neck.
Yeah. Touch his ear.
Grab his toe.
Grab him and hold him.
Okay, explain it.
My threat situation. Dude, I really don't know because
This nigga.
No.
Oh my god.
Like for me,
All right, say okay.
anybody can say
We
pull
pull
a gun
over
or
a car.
something.
We pull over a car.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
That's a situation where it's 50-50 for both.
Okay,
parties.
let's say they got a
Right.
out headlight, tail light, something like that.
Right.
Something
Okay,
like that.
but I'm saying we pull them over, right?
Yeah.
So automatically,
It's justified.
yeah. It's there's something wrong, actually wrong with the car, or he did something.
He ran a
what
light
is it called?
or something.
Driving infraction.
Yeah,
He
drive-
did something
Yeah.
that he wasn't supposed to do.
Okay.
Whoop whoop, pull over.
Alright,
Right.
okay.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So automatically, right?
I'll be
As
the
a
person.
cop.
I'll be the person in the car. I'll be the
As
person in
a
the car.
cop, as a
You're
You're
cop,
pulling me over. You're pulling me over. You're pulling me over. Okay, so go ahead. We'll paint. We'll paint it first.
So as a cop, right? You getting out the wait? Why am I
Okay,
speaking for the?
I'm not pulled over. You're the cop. You're
let
the
me
cop.
understand. Okay,
You're the cop.
you pull
pulled me
over.
You
I
pulled
pull
me
you over.
Uh huh.
Okay,
Get
so
out
you
the
got
car.
so you got to come to my window.
Yeah, we
No,
in the
no,
passenger
it's how-
seat. We in
it's
the
how we
passenger
do.
seat.
Get out the car.
Okay. So wait, hold on. Okay, I I'm in. Okay, see, I'm the passenger seat.
Yeah,
You're on the
yo,
back.
yo, yo,
All
how
right,
does
I'm
We're
in.
gonna
I'm
reenact
in.
everything. So
Okay, so
How
you
does it
stop.
go? How does
Okay,
it
so
go?
look,
How does it go?
we're running back. We're running back. We're running
we're gonna
back.
run everything.
All right, so we're gonna do our thing. So yeah, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Class
saying?
is fat. Like I don't know.
I don't know. I ain't see it.
Yeah, so
I ain't see it.
So I come in your
Okay.
car.
I ain't
So I
see
come in
it.
your car. Yo,
Yo, hold on, bro.
one now you win.
5-0.
How to split? How to split? How to split? Yeah. Tuck it.
Got you.
So
Can I help you, sir?
let's. I'm like, you ran a red light back there.
I did not know that.
Oh, you didn't? I'm just letting you know you ran a red light.
I don't think I did.
Well, can I see your license, registration, and
I'm running
insurance?
red light. I don't think I did.
Well, I got it. So license, registration, and insurance.
Is he allowed to like? Cause is this can happen right now?
You don't have to
Yeah.
talk to me. She just had to show me them documents. That's it.
Lower your tone. Lower your tone.
Now you lower your tone, dude. That's it. Like,
I'm gonna go. I grab my license and registration. Is that okay with you?
all right, go ahead.
Hands coming up the steering wheel.
Okay.
Alright, this nigga bugging, man.
Word. Gun. Boom. Dead.
What's the name right there? Like,
You know what I'm saying?
it's not even funny. This wasn't even funny.
It's not
Yeah, it's not
funny,
funny,
but
my
I'm just saying.
That's how I normally go.
So okay, so I give you the documents that you asked for.
Yeah, as long as everything good. Depends how me and you interact. I do care about everybody else in the car, but you're the main driver.
Okay.
So I would be like, okay. My mom says, should I give him all these tickets? I know I can find hella shit on him. He tried to get.
How you know you can find all this shit on
How
me?
you trying to change what you put them over for? You put them over for running the
No,
stop sign.
I'm still gonna give him that.
Alright,
but
so
it's-
why you trying to look for other
No,
stuff? in
I'm
your car?
saying there's always shit's wrong with somebody's
But
car.
why you always
But
trying to
why?
look for other stuff? If you pull them over for one
But
specific
that's
thing.
what I'm saying. It all depends on my interaction with this person. It's like,
So
okay.
what? So
he's
so
giving me a hard
even
time.
if-
I would feel like,
so even
I
if
would
he
feel
give you a
like,
hard
yeah,
time.
the best interaction.
It's a probable
Yeah.
cause. Like,
no,
yo,
I'm not.
I
It's
think I
nothing
smell
wrong.
weed.
No,
You know,
nothing like that. You can't. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna be petty. You got an obstruction thing on his mirror, something. It's always something. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna
You
give
can
him a
write that
ticket
in
for
your
this. Yeah, you can do
He's
that.
looking for shit.
Right. So
Yeah, so technically you give him 3-4 the same tickets, but different reasons. He's
So-
like, yo, but you pulled me
Wow.
over for
in
this.
that interaction,
Yeah.
where were you threatened?
No, I wasn't
He
threatened.
wasn't, right?
No, he was.
So there's been plenty of situations like that where cops
Yeah.
still kill the person.
Well, it all depends on your level. You know, if you used to stuff like that, it's like, man, he's just talking shit.
You as
I
the
don't
passenger
really
or the cop?
Huh?
You as the passenger cop. You say
The
you're
cop.
used to stuff.
Because
Right.
you're used to people talking to you recklessly, so it's like nothing that you should take seriously.
So it depends on the character of the cop, and if they're used to it or if they're not used to it. If they're used to it, they can just like bypass it. If they're not,
Yeah, it's like,
they're gonna
okay,
shoot you.
it's like, hear about your day, go about your day. It is what it is, no. But you see by people, like you said, the main person's the driver. Everybody else you pay attention to, you're like, okay,
Are you on this drive by yourself? Are you on this pullover by yourself or with a partner?
depends what day of the time, what time of the day it is.
It's during the day.
During the day, you can do it by yourself, but if you see a whole bunch of other people in the car, you're like, can you send an extra unit?
So you do that before you get out the car.
Well, you radio it and
you
say how much.
call
people-
back up if there's like 4 people in the car.
Yeah, it's just you.
See,
You
so
could.
that's a moment where he may feel threatened as a cop.
We're just a random pull up. You're pulling over somebody and there's 4 people in the car.
Yeah, you could call from back. Yo, there's 4 occupants in the car. Can you send an extra unit? Most likely, like 2-3 other units gonna show up. Yeah.
So it could be a family. It could be in there, my family. And
Nah, you can see already in the car. You see the kids in the back. You know, okay, it's kids. Okay. But if it's like,
that's keep going.
it's like just like all 3 out in the car, I'll be like, okay, let me get an extra unit just in case one person's gonna act like an asshole.
Wow.
So it's not.
I don't know if that's justified. I don't know if that's justified right there. If you have like 4 people in the car, I don't think that's like. I don't know. That's the thing y'all do. Like y'all just like, yo, I need more heads on this right now.
Yeah, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So
That's-
the extra,
that's a-
so the extra
I know
car
you
right
this,
there.
like-
So basically, the extra car is protecting you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like when you see 3-4 cop cars like that. There's only one person. Or
I always say that. I was
They
in
all-
New York like 2 weeks ago, and there was this guy. He was just like mentally ill, acting rampant. One car pulls up, and then 5 other cars just pulled up from the outside for one dude.
Yeah.
One dude. And I'm like, is that even necessary?
Because the first cop probably couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Well,
One guy. One
yeah,
guy.
man. Once you say, can I have an extra unit? everybody else in the area is gonna come. It's automatic because it's like, okay, let me
How many
make
cops you
sure.
think it's gonna take to take you?
Yeah, I think a lot of motherfuckers like,
Somebody grab your legs and your arms.
Somebody gonna scoop sack on his neck.
Yeah, okay.
Trying to be tough. Start
swinging them like back in the day.
Somebody gonna slam sack on his head. Trying to be tough.
Yeah,
Trying to get scully with a cop. Sit down. You slap your do-rag on. Sit down, little nigga.
I just think that it's mad unnecessary the way and this is probably why they're trying to defund the police because it's like a lot of unnecessary tactics. Like one of the most mind-boggling things is the actual requirements it takes to become a cop. Like, that's the mind-boggling thing.
What's that?
What is it? Like what is it?
It's longer to be
Graduate high school, no criminal background, driver's license. That's about it. And finished the academy.
How long is the academy?
6 months.
So under a year you can be a cop.
And you gotta take all them tests too.
Yeah.
Fucking psychiatric. Psychiatric.
I feel like they just go in there, yo, just you good, bro. Like,
Nah,
like,
I think
it's
not
the way they out here, the way these
No,
guys
they check your whole background, like middle school, high school, every address.
You know what I think?
and all
I
that.
think it's like they be good when they first get in there.
You get that,
But it's like
that badge,
over
that
the
power.
years, and then when you get that, like you
High
now,
authority
yeah,
feeling.
like you get that authority, and you're now the law.
Mhm.
All that switch. So your psychiatric test could have been smooth. You know what I'm saying? You good? Like, oh yeah, this man he all right. But as soon as you hand him that badge, that gun, it's like all that smooth just went out the window.
Just like
I'm
that.
up here now.
Yeah, like they say, a
I'm
lot of
in
people,
there.
a lot of people breaking point is different. You know, you can see a lot of people dead every day. You be like, okay, it still ain't doing nothing. You see that one body part, like, oh, you see a kid die, it's like a whole different monster. Now you're getting dreams, nightmares. It's like, shit, I don't think I could do this no more. Like, just take that one situation.
Then when it get difficult, that means you step out. It wasn't the feel for you.
Nah,
But a lot of niggas don't realize that until they actually in it though.
Yeah, you
So-
can't like you know how they always say, you know, you go talk to a psychiatrist, a doctor. You can't. You technically you really can't go talk to them because at the end of the day, if you say something like yo, you know, I be having thoughts like I want to do this.
Other you get
It's public records, so
Right.
they have to report it. So it's like most people ain't going to talk to nobody. I'm not going to talk to nobody.
I mean, but then what about your personal time? Like, you don't have to see like
You still have
somebody.
to.
A job
you
position.
still have to do it. You
Right,
still
but
have,
what if I go on my day off, right?
But
and
you're
I
still
go
a cop.
right, but I go see one that's not associated with the police.
Okay.
Like you know how they have a cop.
it probably had to be a private thing where you
Yeah,
pay
that's what I'm saying.
cash.
My private junk, I go to somebody over here. Not the one that the job is providing me,
Yeah.
but the one that's over here that's personal for me.
Mhm.
They can't do nothing about that, right?
They can, but they could always.
But they're gonna
They
access
always
it.
gonna figure out a way somehow.
But if they don't know I'm doing that, how can they do it?
Check. They run you. They know everything that you do. They check social media. Check everything. It's people post shit where it's like, oh shit. I
Yeah,
should
they
post
defense.
that. Yeah, it's like they know everything that you do.
That's a little crazy right there.
Yeah, but with all that said,
Yeah, like it's
That's why
I just hope justice for Breonna Taylor, like you said,
Justice for her.
like and for Ahmaud Arbery, they're trying to like low key brush that underneath the radar. Like we forgot about that. Like,
nah, they're not. They
Okay.
definitely them people
All
definitely
three of them
get
I
trials.
feel like they stalled the situation too, but they need to get on that shit much faster. We're coming to a close in a few. Before we get up out of here though, like I wanna like reel it back into like cause I think with all that's been happening, it's like mental health is super uber important. Like everyone's mentality, like how everybody is. How are y'all coping with everything that's been going on so far? Like how are y'all doing? Like how are you really feeling and like coping with everything that's been happening so far? Like how you managing it, Dino?
How do I manage? Just sit in my car, think about it. Shit, what can I do now? What can I do that's gonna benefit myself 3, 4, 5 years from now? Like, yeah, as a father and being black, I have to think 3, 4 steps. You know, there's no more just in the moment thinking I gotta make sure my kid's good 3, 4 years from now. I'm good 3, 4 years from now. There's no more that simple mindset. Even though I wish I could still be selfish, but I can't. I wish I could still be selfish, but I can't.
I think I could do that just.
But it's most people don't think as a father. Like our opinions don't really matter. Like we had a conversation about men. Why don't our opinions matter to some women? Well, majority of women. Why do our feelings don't matter?
Boy, that's a whole nother one.
That's what I'm saying.
Another episode, but I get what you're talking about.
So
I know what you're talking
that's
about.
That's about it. It's a difficult, You always got to figure out what's best, and you have to you just can't give up. That's about it. I could say,
All right. Okay.
Cool.
Twizzy, how you holding up?
It's traumatizing, man. Because you gotta look at it like this. If that happened to them, that could happen to any one of us right now. Like, you never know when something like traumatic like that can happen to anybody. It's like it pulls on your heartstrings, man. Like, everybody of color, we're all brothers and sisters. So if you see that happen to your brother or sister, you're like thinking, damn, if that happened to her or him, it can happen to anybody in my family. And like when you got that mindset, you worry about people 24/7. People that you don't even check up on, you'll call now to check up on them. Like I got people that I haven't talked to in a while, but I still call them, check up on them, see how they doing, because what's going on in the world. And like it's just real crazy, man. Like it just make you want to tell the person after you leave them, "Oh, I love you, man. I love you, man."
Lot of nigga, y'all. Like,
Well, like you never know. I could see you today and tomorrow or 5 minutes from now you can be gone.
You gonna
Just
see
like
this
that.
now. But I'm saying it's like, how are you coping with everything? Like, despite of it all, like, how are you managing with it? How are you doing it?
Hey man, I just work, bro. Work, go in the house and game. That's how I cope.
That's all you do.
That's how you
For
cope.
real, bro. Just go to work, go home, hop on the game, and that shit relaxes me. Like it relaxes me to the max, man. I just be chilling.
Alright.
I feel you. I mean, like for me, I'm working on it. It's a process. It's a process. But throughout the course, so from last year till now, you know what I'm saying, I got more into my religion. You know what I'm saying, being a Muslim man. So I've learned to pray more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, my thing is staying prayed up, right?
Okay.
Learning what you can learn and staying prayed up. Praying for me, I'm learning, is getting me through a lot. Like,
okay.
I went from just last year, right? I went from a guy that was praying the wrong way, right? But only doing that like once every now and then, or when I get in a sticky situation or something like that, to now a person that's praying 5 times a day, right? And turning to my Lord in times where where I feel like I really need it.
Okay.
So like with all that's going on right now, whenever I feel like it's just too much for me, I just pray.
So religion is keeping you intact.
Religion is keeping me intact.
Okay.
It's helping me.
Okay, I dig that.
Yeah.
I think that. I don't. That's interesting. That's an interesting take on it right there. Religion.
Mm-hmm. What about you though?
Me?
Yeah.
Fitness.
Shit. Yeah, like shit. In the gym, working out, that keeps me sane. I realized that like I used to have a lot of anchors, like a lot of things. Sometimes it would be like people or a specific person or like maybe a specific thing that I resort to, and that's like an anchor. That'll keep me like calm, that'll keep me sane, that'll keep me level headed.
Right.
I don't really have those anchors anymore. So like now for me, it's more so like I have to be my own anchor. I gotta like I remember when Trayvon Martin had died, right? I remember like it was yesterday. I remember the morning, I remember the feel of the air, I remember the smell in my house, I remember where I was going, I remember the audio that was playing on TV. I remember hearing his scream. Like it's all like it's all still there. Like it's like I can still that moment still haunts me. So like amidst this whole every time, and it's crazy because you get to the point where you just get numb to it all. So like when this whole thing like started popping off with the George, I didn't really want to watch the Ahmaud Arbery like killing because that was like a whole lynching. I don't like seeing stuff like that because it makes it got to the point where it angers me so much it just nullifies me, and I just You know what I'm saying? So I'll be on social media scrolling past it really quickly because I don't want to see it. I've been mostly quiet about it as well too. The whole George Floyd thing I haven't really been posting about because it's like you're just tired. Your body is just worn out from it. Amidst that, the coronavirus and like it becomes wearing down. So I've just been like focusing on like bettering me. You know what I'm saying? Just being in the gym, staying active and stuff like that. Working on my businesses, my brands and stuff like that. Creating, contacting people. I'm low-key anti-social. So like I haven't really been like, you know what I'm saying, like in my phone like that.
I feel like everybody is though.
Yeah, but like a lot of people like to be socially inclined and around. I'm not really like I like to mind my own self. And the worst part about it is like sometimes you do feel social. So I'll reach out to somebody and keep a conversation and then I'll just be like, okay, this
Lose
is
it right in the midst of it.
yeah, like this is cool. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do
right.
this no more. And
Yeah.
and that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
With the exception of maybe one or two people on my phone, I can really like continuously talk to. But that's it. And my guys, but that's it. You know, so it's like it's a little bit weird, and it's like you gotta find that balance. I've been trying to just find that balance. I feel like the more I work on me, the more the energy around me is amplified, and I'm in a better space. You know what I'm saying? Right. If I'm constantly encouraging my brothers and I'm telling them like, yo, let's do this, let's get on this right here. If I know they good, I'm good. If I know my family good, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then like everything of us around me just come into place. Cause it's a lot, like I deal with a lot of anxiety too for like shit, like when shit I know is about to happen or I'm working on shit, it's like the anxiety sets in and I just like the other day I'm on my couch just laying there like, yo, what the fuck? Like I gotta do all this shit.
You know that hits me at 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
3 o'clock
it hits
in the
me
morning.
randomly on some days. Like
No,
randomly.
it's 3 in the every day, 3 in the morning.
See?
I get up,
those unruly
edge
hours.
of the bed, and it's just like it just all just you know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
I just gotta pray.
See?
I just gotta pray.
So you resort to religion to get yourself out of that mind state right there.
That's the only thing that I feel like is helping me right now. Until I can find like something to go like to aid praying. That's just all I got right now.
And see, I turned to a workaholic too.
I just sit in my car like for an hour and just look at the sky like I just sit there just look.
The tears ever hit you?
Yeah, they be
That's up. That's up, tearjerker.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It don't hit me with tears. Like I just get like really, and you in a relationship, so it helps a little bit that you can like depend on somebody. Like you know what I'm saying? It helps
she
you, that
she helps.
and that's a dope thing. Like if you have a person that you're like really like close with, like it can really like help. A lot of they like to throw around this whole black men don't like to speak enough about their emotions. I don't necessarily think that's entirely true.
You said black
men don't like to like throw it like they always throw this around that we don't like to open up our emotions and
we don't.
But I don't think that's necessarily true. For the most part,
it's not taken seriously. It's not taken seriously.
Like you gotta look at it, like sometimes like it's half on the men and half on the women too. Certain women.
Okay.
They look at you like if you spilling your feelings out to them, they look at you as soft. Because like the era and the generation was growing up in, men are supposed to not cry, be hard,
they solid and
head of the household and all that shit. But like, bro, we got feelings too, man. We gotta let them out.
Women don't
that's
ever,
how, and that shit turn men into psychopaths. Cause they think like, alright, I can't let these emotions out. I got so many emotions running through me.
I gotta raise
Yeah, like what am I supposed to do with all this inside of me? I can't let it out to her because she's gonna think I'm soft. She's gonna think I'm like, so like he just got so much racing through his head, and a lot of that times, man, turn people into psychopaths, man. They do shit that they shouldn't be doing anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I agree, and like I said, man, we just gotta like just keep shit stable. Like it's good if you have somebody you can anchor on. I don't. Like I gotta solo through this. I gotta talk it out here. Like you know what I'm saying? like, but
hey man, I'm with you, man.
Yeah, we solo. He not this nigga not. like
I come on the 2 once.
He got his kids. He got his kids.
I got my kids.
He got his kids. He got his kids. He got his girl. We just got. Each other. Like, we ain't got yo, hey, what you doing, bro? Like, I'm going through some shit. Like,
it's but still got the homies at the end of the day.
Yeah, but y'all ain't enough though. But I mean, it is crazy though. But that's like as long as we keep our shit straight and we keep our head held high, we'll be good. Right. With that being said, man, we're pretty much we're pretty much at our ending right here. Any more closing arguments? things they want to say?
Things I want to say, yo, we got merch, dog.
Yeah,
We
we're
got
working on
merch.
t-shirts for sure. We definitely wanted to come through with this right here.
You know what I'm saying? Hit our DMs if you want some merch.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely try to get that
We-
site up
we
going
get
as
it
well
to
too,
you.
and start selling those as well too.
Yeah.
Word.
Anything you want to say, Galaxy man, Thanos?
Nah, just stay safe. That's all I got.
Because we got COVID.
Wash your hands.
Where the barbecues for July 4th at? I got
We
my
not
bags.
Nah, yo, we don't celebrate that, dog.
Oh, y'all don't?
Nah.
He said y'all know like.
I'm
Nah.
It's
nah.
4th of July.
Hey, ours came already.
Okay.
Juneteenth,
Well,
boy.
Yeah.
June 19th.
I used to
You
go
know,
barbecue
cops
that
like,
day.
ex-cops like.
I used to go barbecue that day.
There's a whole bunch.
There's a whole bunch of
Talking about.
barbecues. What you mean?
And
Oh,
protests.
Oh, maybe I ain't pay attention to social media. I don't
Come
know.
on, rude boy.
Yeah. But anything you want to throw in there, Twisty?
I'm good, man.
Nah, Jimmy, anything you want to throw in there?
Nah, man, justice for Breonna Taylor. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Right.
All right, so that's that for us. Hit us on Instagram at the Brick City Antics Podcast. Any questions, concerns, comments, anything you guys would like us to talk about specifically? We have a lot more to get into with this season as well too. Because of the whole COVID-19, we can't really have like physical guests, but we are working on certain alternatives as well too.
Trying to get
Call-ins,
people in here.
virtual interviews and stuff like that. So we'll definitely get that going. But as the progresses, we'll be bringing in more stuff and adding in more content as well too. We're gonna keep it lit. We're gonna keep it live. We want to keep things simple and get straight to the point with this premiere episode. So definitely next week we're gonna turn it up a little bit more and get more the haberdashy, the more wild, the more bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
So that's it for us. Follow us on Instagram at the Brick City Antics Podcast. This episode will be live within a few days on our YouTube Brick City Antics Podcast. Follow our individual Instagram.
This your boy D there. Boop boop boop.
What's your Instagram?
That is my Instagram. Double D.
Oh, double D.
You just double D underscore.
Yeah, exactly. We
I
gotta
say all that. Just four names.
No one's gonna go on Instagram and type all that
Four
shit.
names.
Like,
Go to the Brick City Antics Podcast. Right?
okay,
Twizzy_Racks with 2 S's.
2 S's.
Jimmy Hustle.
Jimmy Hustle on Instagram and Sam Brick City on Instagram. Also follow our videographer Ra Ali on Instagram. Ra.
Get you right.
right. So that's it. Yo, y'all enjoy your July 4th. Be safe. Wash your fucking hands.
Nasty.
And,
Nasty.
You know what I'm saying? Like, enjoy y'all food. If y'all gonna do that cookout stuff and you're gonna do your fireworks, please be mindful. But this is gonna air and that's just gonna be over.
Yeah, it's already over.
Nah, it's always fireworks.
But for those that's watching live, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful of those with the PTSD and the war vets. Please
They
be
wasn't
mindful of
mindful
that.
all June.
Yeah, but like they
Alright,
should be mindful of specifically
man.
today though.
Nah. If you got an
That's
issue with
fucked
it,
up.
you got
Today
an
they
issue with it,
going
go in
off.
your closet.
They going off
come on,
today.
man.
Wow. You
No,
did.
I'm saying, like, yo, this been happening.
Take his
since-
headphones off,
Nah,
like-
it's been happening since what, June now?
Should still be mindful of it though.
For what? Like, they know, like, if anything, they should know today is the day. It's
They
going
going
off.
off, yeah,
It's,
they going off
today is
today.
the day. So
gonna
it's
be
like,
always
it should all
the
die
same.
down next month. So,
Yeah.
like, they good.
Y'all niggas ain't shit.
Listen,
But that's it for us though. Enjoy y'all weekend, enjoy y'all day. It's the Brick City Antics Podcast. Follow us on Instagram. We out and that's it. Peace. And that's a wrap.